What you see here is the complete timeline of PR when I came to Canada. And the reason why I'm showing you is to tell you that how important it is to take right action. And most of us, we keep procrastinating and then realize that we have missed the bus. Now, in my case, I was little lucky also because those days the CRS score were not this high, but competition was still there. And with the right mind frame, and I was able to get things done fast. That proved really in my favor, get the invitation to apply. So first thing, when I started to research, this is month 1, I took about 1 week time to figure out what Express Entry is and what is required from my end to even enter this Express Entry. So first and foremost, I understood that the language proficiency test result is required. So I will have to give IELTS for English exam. The other options were not there at that. And then I need to dedicate some time to prepare as I was working. So I took about 2 months. In that, I dedicated about 40 hours to prepare for this exam. And simultaneously, what I did was to get the education credential assessment done. So this I had done through agency called World Education Service, basically to get the education equivalency in Canada done by this agency and get this document to upload on Express Entry profile. For this, I had to first get this initiated with the university. It took about 6 weeks to get the transcript, and then the transcript was sent to World Education Service. Again, they took about 6 weeks time to get this transcript ready. And while all this was happening, I was also monitoring the fund requirement as a couple what we needed. So we had adequate fund, in fact more than adequate fund, and we were just making sure that we keep that fund what is required in our bank account. And there are many other ways through which you can project your fund. Basically, when you're coming and landing here, initially you will not be having job and you will be finding a job. During that time, you have expenses like food, stay, communication, transportation, etc. etc. That's the reason why this fund is asked for. And every year you get an update what that fund requirement is. We started monitoring this fund requirement. And then I also started to organize all required document. Say the invitation to apply comes through, and then what all document I need to upload, all the organizing of this document I had started to do from month 2 onward. This is when I started to get serious and started to think that I'm going to achieve what I have set out. Then in month 3, I got the IELTS result in my hand and got the desired score. In fact, got the highest band. There was no looking back. In some cases, when people don't get their desired result, then they will have to again invest time, prepare, and get this thing done. In my case, in month 3, this was completely done. And then in month 4, I created my Express Entry profile. And the week when I submitted my Express Entry profile, in the next week draw, I got the invitation to apply. So that's why you see in the month 4 itself, I got the invitation to apply. So when I was doing this entirely, I knew what my target score was. And with the education credentials coming positive and the IELTS result coming positive, I was able to get much higher score than what was the lowest CRS score. That as this preparation for document was already in progress from month 2 onwards, everything was organized, everything was scanned and kept ready. And I was just waiting for the invitation to apply, which came within a week time. And once this was done, I started to just upload all this document and did check, recheck, cross-check, making sure all document what I'm submitting is up to date and nothing is getting missed. Wherever it was required, I made sure that all the explanation is covered in letter of explanation. This upload was done and submission was done in month 4. Then it was a wait and watch. From my end, by month 4, I had completed everything. The IRCC came with a question on marriage. So I made a separate video on what that query was. And again, I tackled that myself with all the required document, and then it was submitted. After which the marriage question was taken care. Then the IRCC came with few other miscellaneous questions which I will not be able to share here. And one question led to another question and then another question. So it took almost 3 months time to get those questions answered. Again, by month 10, I was done with everything what IRCC wanted. And after that, I was just waiting for everything to go. Meanwhile, this medical background check, all those things were happening. So those are easier things which I did not had to worry for. And then in month 12, that is almost within 1 year, I got the passport request. Once this was submitted and the landing date was given after 4 months. So within that 4 to 5 months, I had to land in Canada. So since I was already prepared, I landed here in 14 months in Canada. So all in all, because I was able to plan everything well, and I could organize all the document wherever, document required explanation, I had kept everything ready. This took 14 month time to get everything done. If you look at this part, right, the question on marriage and miscellaneous question, if you take this out, it would have been much lesser time. Friend, this is my timeline. And the only message I wanted to give you is that take action with speed and be accurate in giving all the relevant information, and then just wait for things to happen on their own. So friends, I hope you find this video useful. Please do like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.